Okay, I do believe we're rolling again. Already at 6:30, there's one vehicle there. Now this place does not open, mind you, until 10 in the morning. There's another vehicle there. Can't make them out too well for the trees, but that's not going to affect a heck of a lot here. Let's back up and take a look. Now this lot is empty at the moment. That's a good sign. Alright. Now this horrible looking vehicle right here is my own. Okay. That's right there. But you see, you can already see two vehicles in the background. One over there, and one over there. Now, I'm not able at this point to make out licenses or anything like that. Okay, that ought to do it. The rest of the lot is empty. For doing this, it may be of interest to see what the condition of the landscaping is. Now here you see, back out of this a moment, this is just a little triangular piece of land. Should have been an area with nice flower plants. Instead, as you can see, there are weeds right in here. In fact, those are weeds there. The weeds are actually higher than the flowers are. As you look across this, see what you're getting. To my mind, pretty unsightly. Another bone of contention here is that when they have the trees trimmed, which took a good amount of persuasion on the part of the tenants to get the landlords to do that. I'll start showing you here. As you look across here, you'll see that the majority of the trees out on the lot have been trimmed. You can tell because the lower part of each tree now these are grown back a little bit, but since the trimming has begun to grow again, you can basically see a straight line underneath and a little bit of growth. Now, the problem is they half did it. If you look across all of the trees in the lot, it looks fine, but when you look at the trees in front of the stores, like the 8 of them way down on the end there, let's see if we can pick up on that. You see how ragged those trees are on the end? That one there. Look at that. It was never trimmed. That was never trimmed. Hub's sign is only visible because I'm standing right here. From this angle, but from the highway it blocks their signage. It's questionable, of course, where you see the body of the tree, whether it would have been more visible. Now we got a car coming in here. It is now 6:44. We have a vehicle there. Let's zoom out and see where this person goes. I guess you can't see my watch. I should be able to do that though. I'll show you my watch in just a second. Let's see where this person goes. He's parking right there. That's Ivan. He's the owner of the dry cleaner. And it looks to me like he's going to work. And we'll have to watch his vehicle and see. We'll watch later and see if his vehicle is still there. Yeah, Ivan is just going to work. Okay. Very good. Now back to the trees. As you can see, there's 8 trees down at that end that have never been trimmed. But these 2 here I happen to see. Now let me show you another one there. Now look again in the distance. That tree there that I'm zooming in on right over Ivan's store. You see how ragged that is there? Can you make it out from the tree in front of it? It was never trimmed either. We've got the same situation here. Let me back out a moment. This is the one in front of our store. See that? Probably be better if I give it back like that for you. There. Is that a little bit better? As opposed to that. Okay. Well, you get the point. Now, the effect here is more serious because our sign video, as you can see, is just about at right below the tree. Had the tree been trimmed, our sign would have been a lot more visible on the highway. Again, it's impacting us, and something we notified the owner of, and something we never did anything about. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause a moment so this doesn't become boring. Well, there you go. You should be able to make out 6:49, 18, 19, 20 seconds, 21, 22, 23. So I'm going to fade out of this. There we go. Okay. Now let's see what we've got here. Let me get this back on automatic. Okay. Still learning how to use all the buttons on here. No new activity yet. Not at all. Yeah. Let's pull out of here and just sit and wait for a little bit. We'll pause it. Now I'm wondering how well I'll be able to record from the inside, because I really don't want to upset anyone by standing out on the sidewalk. I'm filming now through the glass, and seeing how everything is. There's that cab driver. He's still basically sitting out there. The pillar right in the front here is not going to be a major problem. That one vehicle you see is across the street, that one way over there. There's 3 rows of hedges, and the 3rd row, actually the 4th row, is there's the roadway. You can see a car coming down. See that 4th row of hedges there? That would be, there you can tell, 1, 2, right where you're looking you'll see 4 rows of hedges. They kind of zigzag. So that's the length of the property. Again, there's that one vehicle back there beside my own, another one, and Ivan's. Alright, for the record, it's now 7:04, and we still have the same 6 vehicles, one of which is my own. We have the 2 over here by Fridays looking due south. There we are. That one, and another one right, you can just see it between the building and the pillar right there. There's one vehicle there and one there. Those are 2 at Fridays. We come around here and we see my vehicle, and then we see 2 more in the distance, the same 2, that white sports car. The black, looks like a Chevy Impala with a white top, and Ivan's vehicle over there. So those are the 6 at 7:05. We'll pause here. It's now 7:06, and we see 2 cars. One is pulling in right there next to Ivan's, and another one is pulling around the curb there. Oftentimes these are people I'm sorry about the focusing problems there. There we go. Sometimes these are people dropping off laundry. So let's see what we've got. We've got one person here going into the cleaner. They're just pulled up to the curb. Let's see where this person's going, the one that just parked. I'll back out of here. Now there's someone that looks like they parked for the day, the way they backed in. Walking behind Ivan's car. There it is. Alright, and he's going to the dry cleaner as well. Very good. Okay, and we'll pause again until something new happens. It's now 7:25. Nothing significant has happened. Those two people are still inside. This woman seems to be bringing something of her own to the cleaners. That other car is still parked at the curb. Apparently Ivan's having his difficulty getting the laundry out. She's going in there. And this other vehicle, the one that we saw parked right over there. There you go. He's still sitting there. So that's where we're holding at 7:25. May have a little bit more to take in. Yeah. The other one seems to be finally going out to her car. So this woman that's leaving now arrived about the same time as the fellow in the car that was backed into the parking space. Sorry about that. There's one over there. And she'll be leaving now. There she goes. Alright, so that leaves us now with this woman. I'm going to move the gum machine out of the way in just a second. And the guy who's backed up, who I think actually works there. She's still hauling. While we're waiting, back in March, we asked the owner to put in additional parking signs. See this one right here? There's a sign that's hidden in this tree. Way up in the leaves there you can see, and it says retail shops only. Of course, up there in the tree doesn't do a heck of a lot of good. There was also a sign that was tilted. You'll see it in a minute. There it is. It's that angled one right there. But that angled one also says retail shops only. But that's all that there were those two signs. Obviously the intent had been for this whole area along the first row of hedges here, all along that curve there, to be retail shop parking. Of course the end ones, I believe the end two down there, are handicapped. You'll see those way at the end there. Alright, there you go. Those are for handicap. So what we asked the owner to do was, please put in some parking signs that limit parking. No restaurant parking allowed. And instead they came back with something that said 15-minute parking only. And I objected, saying my customers take at least 15 minutes. So could they please, if they're going to do a time-related sign, do 30-minute parking only. They agreed, and they gave it to the florist to install them. And I asked that they be installed between spaces so that people and spread out. And as you can see, the florist put one right here. Let me go outside a moment. Got a guy parking already here. 7:34. Let's see where he's going. Sure drove in very quickly. Got his briefcase in his hand. 7:30 in the morning. I say he's going to work. Focus. He's going out over Savings of America. He's grabbing his keys. That's Savings of America. That's one employee right there. You'll see for the day. Alright, and he's parking right up front here. Now let's go back out and take a look at stuff. Alright, and what I'm saying is the parking spaces that you see all along this first row here were designed or intended for retail shops. So I asked them to put the signs in. They put one in right in front of the first two spaces, which was okay. Then he went over to the third and fourth spaces and he put that one in. And then right alongside of it he put in a third one, instead of moving it down maybe to the other side of the tree. Then that one was there before. That says retail shops only. Then he took and put two of them side by side for himself. Those are those two upright ones that are fairly new looking. Right next to it is an old beat up retail sign. So the big two that are nice and new looking say 30-minute parking only. The other one right alongside of it says retail shops only, and that's in front of the floors, and he's the one that installed it, obviously. Little self-interest, but that's fine with me. And then two more on the other side. The other side say retail shops only. Now those were there from before. As you can see, they've been spray painted. So have all these other signs. I just need to get out there to show it to you. Oh, could have been an interesting accident there. Alright, so at 7:36 at this time, we now have a new employee parking. I suspect that one right over there is an employee too. The way he backed in, I think he's there for the day. Alright, let's hold again. Alright, we got another vehicle coming in. It's now 7:37. They're not parking, they're just cutting through here. They may be going around the other side, which I'm not able to film. That would be the other side of Fridays, the south side of the property, where they may, as employees, still be parking, and that basically floods the lot just the same. That's just a car driving by. Okay, let me stop again. Alright, it's now 7:41, and more business for Ivan. It appears. Wait and see. Yeah, more business for Ivan. There's a police officer at 7:46. That's good to see that. It's now 7:46. So if we ever had to verify it, that this is very legitimate, this tape, that it is the time I say it is. Let me go ahead and see if I can set the clock up for 7:30. Well, the clock should be showing, as you can see, 7:53. And I was mentioning those signs. Those signs are have been spray painted almost 2 months now. I think it was March. I'll verify the date, but I'm guessing it's March. There's someone else going to work. I'm willing to bet it's Savings of America. See, they're the first ones to open here in terms of employees. He's going for the sidewalk. Yeah, Savings of America. One now. I expect that we'll start seeing more and more employees. You know, we're getting closer to starting time over at Savings of America, so here we pick up another employee, which makes now the third employee for Savings of America, and I'm pretty sure that's who we have here. Let's see. You can definitely tell these people are ready to go to work. That's Steve Burge. He's one of our members, in fact. He parks out front also. Nice man. Brand new vehicle. I'd probably park it out front too. Yeah, he works at Savings of America. So we're up to 3. Let's see who we have here. Someone parking to the left of Ivan. Maybe laundry. Yeah, looks like someone's reaching around for some laundry. Okay. Let's see who we have now. Again, it may be laundry. Parking that far down. And again. Maybe an employee. Laundry it is. Laundry it isn't. Alright, that's the bakery this time. This is probably a delivery. Got out much too fast. It's probably a delivery. That other one was a customer at the bakery. I believe you'll see the tip of that car back away in just a second. Ready? You'll see it back away. There she goes. So that was a bakery customer. This truck over here was just delivering something, I believe. Which brings us back to the main entrance. Alright, let's see what we have here. That blurs the autofocus. It's just not able to keep up with a moving vehicle like that. Now we've got someone else parking. This ought to be interesting. I have no idea where they're going to go. It's now 8:15. Again, parking the car for the day. And where are we walking to? I guess Savings of America. So at this hour we now have 12 vehicles at 8:18. 2 of them still are over at Fridays, over that way. And the majority of them are here. So 2 at Fridays. We have mine. That's 3. You have these 3 right here from Savings of America. That's 6. There's one way in the distance that's been there since we got here this morning. 7. There's that one over there. It's also Savings America. 8. That one there is the cleaners. 9. That is the cleaners. 10. This guy's dropping off something. 11. Where's 12? I guess it's 11. Okay. No, it is 12 because you still have that white sports car that's been there since this morning. So that's 12. We got another one coming in now. Two coming in. Let's see where they go. White Cutlass of some kind. And an older sports car. The white Cutlass just parked right there. See them getting out of the vehicle. The door is open. The other one just pulled up right there behind that van. This gal is leaving her white car. The other one over there is heading over toward either the bakery or the laundry. Apple for lunch. Another Savings of America. So that's Savings of America. The white one. That one, and the one behind it, and that one there. Those 4 are all Savings of America. So is that one in the distance. That's at least 5 from Savings of America. Okay, now this guy here, oh, that's Ivan, that's right, and those are 2 dry cleaners. That car there is probably just a customer. I think this white van will disappear. Alright, that turned out to be a guest at the bakery. And she's leaving now. There goes Patty. Yeah, this is a bakery guest. All right, here, and then I've got the clock and the calendar on here, so it says 8:27 right now. And we'll see where these people go. You couldn't see me filming, could you?
No, I don't think I could.
You know, even if you could, nobody's paying
Have you
attention.
backed it up to see whether or not it's recording?
Oh yeah, in fact, this morning I came out and I filmed the trees and the trash in the area here.
Isn't it recording sound?
It's recording sound right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, let's see where this person goes.
Do you want this door locked?
Yeah, that's all right. You could tell when they lock up their car for the day that they're not obviously a customer. All right, here's some lady. So we have another Savings of America, 828.
Are these the only samples he brought you?
Yeah, he's going to bring more today. Yeah, that car just pulled up there, that red vehicle. What? Oh. Somebody there is leaving, but this red vehicle just pulled up. I need to track them getting out of their car. You can pretty much tell people that are there for the day. Here's another car that just pulled up. That's usually a customer over at the bakery or the dry cleaner. Well, this person here looks like they're getting ready for the day. It's 8:31. And that's the red car. Okay. So, I feel like the air belongs to this man right here, who's also going late, obvious, the way he's walking. Savings of America. And he's 8:34. He just parked right there. So you got the zoom. Oh, I'll make money with it. Okay, now we got two people here. This may be a couple, you know, for a loan. And then we got another one right there, right behind that car. We'll track that one in just a second. This looks like customers. He's got, she's got the papers. That's usually a couple ready to sign something. Meantime, way over here, this person's just going to be getting out. Well, I'll pause this. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it's taking quite a long time. Still taking a long time. There we go. Another vehicle coming in here. Going the other way. Another Savings of America employee. Well, they employ a good number of people, and that's a good number of problems out here in the lot. The other thing I just noticed was that we have a white vehicle here that has shown up, and I didn't see where that person went. But that has shown up recently. Other than that, well, here comes somebody walking over there. So perhaps they are them. It might not be a big deal then. Let's see, there it is. And we have nobody important here. The car there just pulled up. I put the meter reading on so I can find things later. I think that is a Doritos employee. That is. Now let's see what we have here. Aside from this gentleman, we have a little activity down here by the bakery. A couple of vehicles. It's good to see. This passing truck here was just at the bakery. That cleaning person, I believe, works for Altamonte, but I'm not certain of that. That's what I've heard. That lady there may very well be at the hairdresser. Let's see. Let's see where she goes. She works at the beauty salon as I suspected. Obviously has a key to the place. Now this one's just pulled up over here. Let's see where he goes. Also, aside from this gentleman here that just pulled up, we have 1, 2, 3 more cars coming here. So let's see, we've got one over here to track. And now a green one. Got one pulling up right there, and one going around there. Alright, what do we have? We have car pulling up, the other two who just pulled out, pulled in here, are in that little station wagon, and that Lincoln. And those are the two women right there. We'll see where they're going. They may be going to breakfast at the bakery, who knows? Maybe getting their hair done. Here's the other one. And over here, we've got this lady that just pulled up. I want to know where these three are going. hairdresser doesn't employ that many people, and those aren't the kind of people that would work at Hubs, and they're going that direction. So I'm going to venture it, and the French restaurant doesn't open. So I'm going to guess that those are probably customers. Those are probably customers. Let's see what I'm trying to do here. Customers at the beauty salon. Okay, good. Well, we got 3 customers at the beauty salon. Meantime, this lady is still sitting here. I realized that I missed it, but that first car and the second one both are Zenith travel cars. This third car just pulled up, and this woman here is also Zenith travel. So the only one left is Elaine Reedy. Pull in. Let's back this thing up again. I don't want to be conspicuous. That would be a little annoying to these people. Okay, that's Zenith travel. Now we've got another person who just pulled up right over here. Right there. And another one is coming in right there. Where's this woman gonna go? She got out after. There's Elaine Reedy. Okay, in the pickup truck. So that's the 4th Zenith travel. They all parked together over there. This woman here, who is she? Whoever it was that dropped her off is now leaving. Here's Elaine Reedy coming in. It's not spoofer either. Someone else pulled up here. I'm not sure where he's going. Just about 9 o'clock. I see another vehicle pulling in. See where this guy goes. See where that car goes. This guy looks like he's delivering papers. When you look across the parking lot, I just counted 28 vehicles, and 3 of them are probably customers. And keep in mind that the most customers I've ever seen in our store at a time would be 6 or 7. So all I'm looking for would be 7 spaces, and there's 28 of them already taken, or at least 25 of them already taken. Yeah, there's someone getting out of the vehicle on the other side of that trailer, and he's walking that way. I don't know if he's delivering something. He may be just delivering laundry or something. Seems to be going that way. Yeah, he is. We got one fella getting out of this car, and way in the back there's a white car, and saw two people get out of there. When they're getting out of there. He's checking to make sure it's locked. I think he works at the computer store. I believe I recognize him from the computer store. I'll track him in just a second. Alright, I think he's computer store. What he is, he's computer store. There's only store down at that end, so he's gonna. Meantime, we have this lady getting out of the white car. Two ladies out of the white car. Out of the white car. See where they go. There's a third person in the car apparently. Oh, okay. They take off in that vehicle. And they take off in that vehicle. This could have been an early morning rendezvous. Who knows? I'm going to shut this off. I see nothing at this point to continue with. We have all of Zenith Travel here. I'm here. We have a lot of people from Savings of America. We have the computer store represented, the dry cleaners represented, the hairdresser. The only one I haven't seen that I know is open is the bakery, which suggests that they parked around the back or they belong to one of these two vehicles that we found here early this morning. And since he gets here very, very early in the morning, that could be him. Other than that, the only ones left would be the jeweler who likes to park right where I'm parked, so they'll probably end up parking right next to me. The florist, who I have not seen represented here, means they're probably parking around the back. And Mongolian doesn't get here until afternoon, so that ought to about do it. Nothing else is coming, so I'm going to sign off now. Well, I happen to see one more coming, so let's see what this is. They may well be a customer. That red vehicle. We'll have to see. There's a female driving that car. There she is. Oh, I know who that is. She works at the bakery. No, she doesn't work at the bakery. She works at the computer store. That's right. Yeah, somewhere. She works at the computer store. So we have another computer employee. That's you, Comp. So to close this out, we still see two employees over here at Fridays. Number 3 is an employee of Savings of America. That's 4, 5, 6, and 7 belong to Zenith Travel. Going down the front road here, 8 is my vehicle. 9 is a customer. Item car number 10 over there is also a customer. Next row, 11 is Savings America, 12 is Savings America. Island 13, Savings of America. You see 14, which is Savings of America, customer. And 15 is a customer, so we're up to 3 customers. That white top back there, 16 is Yukon. Those are both Savings of America. Up to 18. 19 is Savings of America. 20, Savings of America. 21, Savings of America. 22, Savings of America. Right there, that white top, 23, Savings of America. Excuse me. 23 is a red car, and that was Yukon. 24, we don't know. It's an employee somewhere. Way back there, way back there. Over the hood of that truck, 25 is an employee. You know there's a car back there belonging to the cleaner, 26. And notice that the cleaner's, Ivan's car is missing, so he took it out of there. Good. So we have about 26, 27 vehicles out here. And there's one or two in the distance, I'm not sure. So about 26 or 27 vehicles. 3 or 4 customers. That proves my point. I see one more car coming in. Way down there. Let's see where it's going. It just shows you that employees are parking here rather freely. There's no serious effort on their part to park in the back. Let's see where this person goes. They may be looking to see if anything is open. We've got another car coming in here. Still active here, isn't it? This one right here, and another one behind it. Oh, that's salesman. Don't worry about him. Here's a white car parking. But it doesn't look like they're parking permanently. Blue car. Where is this guy going? Right here. Salesman. I always spot a salesman. Mile off. This fellow here is leaving. He was a customer. And this white car is leaving. They were just looking at their tires. Okay, we'll shut it off again. There's a red car. It's parking over there. This ought to be interesting. This ought to be interesting because there's no retail on that side, so there's no stores open on that side. Let's see if they lock up the car. If they do, it's probably an employee of Fridays. I know there are employees of Fridays parking there because I've seen them before. It'd be nice to have that on film as well. If they open at 10, we should start seeing the Friday side fill up. Yeah, that's a Friday's employee because you can tell they got their change of clothes with them. There you go, trucking off. So there's a Friday's employee. Okay, yeah, that car could be there for a long time. There's that car that we were looking at since this morning. Yeah, maybe someone getting off. home. Okay, so credit 1 to Fridays for leaving. There comes another fast car. Parking right up against the street there. See him getting out? Let's take a look. There, you can see better. Red car. Trunk. Getting some clothes, a change of clothes. And now this leaves one off to the also. Okay, so another Fridays. Meantime over here, police are giving a ticket to this person who just dropped off something or picked up something at the dry cleaner. They're giving him a ticket for it. This is what I consider harassment by the city. And you say, why is that harassment when they're enforcing the law? And the answer is there's lots of laws to enforce. Like, with hands on the wheel. I mean, it's a law that can be broken and we cited for it, but when you do that a lot to customers in the store, people stop going to that store. As you saw, there's someone right over there who's wearing a Friday shirt. Obviously going to the cleaners. Alright, at the bakery again. Winnebago. We'll see what happens to that. They're going to take up 3-4 spaces with that. Sure they are. Let's see where they go. Now, if people want to take up that many spaces, it would be nice if they did it out by the road somewhere. Be a little bit more considerate. Let's see which officer this was. Here's the fellow that came out of that Winnebago. Okay, here's another car pulling up. And there's another car pulling up. We'll see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see where they may be going to the bakery. This one here doesn't stand a whole lot of chance of going anywhere but to work. Let's see where those people are going. Customers. Fine. Meantime, let's see where this guy's going. See him with his clothes? You can always tell them employees with their clothes. Here comes another Friday's employee. They all come with their outfits to wear. Yeah, this This Friday's hat. Huh? That gold car way down in the distance there, which I do appreciate them parking further away. That's so far 1, 2, 3, 4 Fridays cars. That fourth one back there. Or is it 5? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 Fridays cars. There were 5, but one of them left this morning. So we're at 4 at the moment. There they are with their bag of clothes. Now, you're going to argue, you may argue that they're parking on what could be construed as Friday's side of the parking lot. The weaknesses in that argument are that, number one, they don't own any part of it any more than I do. Number two, if they park their employees there, then their customers, after filling up their side of the parking lot, start filling up our side because there aren't enough spaces to go around. Okay, now, it is 9:25, as you can see on the meter. Just to give you an example of an idea of what's going on in the back. There's another car coming in, I think. No, not really. That's probably another customer down there, so it isn't hurting them too much. And Altamonte apparently hasn't taken in any employees but one that we can spot. Well, anyway, just to give you an idea of what the rest of the place looks like, I'm going to film the back section in a few minutes and you'll see how empty it is. Now that car just parked way down there. Did you see that one? That's what I was trying to track. Well, it didn't park after all. It's following somebody. Fair enough. You know, as you look across the lot and you see 30-odd vehicles, you can't help but realize or think on the fact that in the lease, the owner has the right to fine each violator $50. And if there are 30 vehicles out here, that would be $1,500 that could be collected. And $1,500 would do an awful lot to take care of something like a marquee. So on the one hand, you have a violation, a series of violations that are impairing business. Two, you have an owner who is not doing anything about the negative material impact. There's another employee. It's 9:29. And yet, at the same time, those infractions, if fined, could generate the kind of revenue that we need here to improve something like that marquee that is falling apart. See what I'm saying? So it turns out that it's a double whammy. That's probably another Friday's employee. Another speed. Apparently they're due around 9:30, I would guess. Putting the good thing in the window. Bag of clothes. So they all look like they're going to the cleaners. I missed that red coat camera. Put it right through there. There we go. Another employee. They don't open until 10, so we've got to go right. Here comes another one. Same story. see, but it's probably another Friday's employee. We'll find out in just a moment. Yep, another Friday's employee. He's running because he's supposed to be there at 9:30. Okay. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fridays cars. Now, throughout the day they have shifts, so there are more people coming during the day and they build up toward lunch. It'll be a little bit more difficult to identify employees from customers as the day goes on, unless you can see something distinctive like their clothing or them carrying their change of clothes or whatever. You know, that's the couple that was at Savings of America. Hope it was good news for them. Here's a